out, hey, wanna wheeze them here, very special video. This has been hotly requested, and the cool thing is, since I couldn't find this guy locally, good folks at Activision and Skylanders PR sent this guy out. Tied in perfectly because one, I couldn't find it, and two, it was my birthday week, so it worked out very, very nicely. And been having a lot of fun here with these guys. I'm trying to figure out what... I keep having legendary treasures disappear on me. And then if you don't replace them, you miss out on free cash. Anyway, what I want to do here, I personally prefer the aesthetics of Birthday Bash. And for the record, it's Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz. But let's be honest, that's 4 Bs, it's extremely redundant. So, standard Big Bubble Pop Fizz will be Big Bubble Pop Fizz, and Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz will be lovingly referred to in his shortened name as simply Birthday Bash Pop Fizz or BBPF, something along those lines. So, anyway, what I'm getting at, I like his aesthetics way better than standard Birthday Bash Pop Fizz. The Alt Deco in this case is far superior. Very playful, ties in nicely with the character. As such, instead of using standard Big Bubble Pop Fizz here for the base upgrades, I decided we would use Birthday Bash, just kind of make it a little more interesting. So what we're going to do is check things out. Before we do that, we need to get a baseline here, and I'll come into my spreadsheet. I will note, I did use Big Bubble because this is a complex character to upgrade. There's a lot of stuff going on, and so I've gone through this already. This isn't blind to me. I know these base upgrades. I've got them logged. That's going to save us time. So, but where we're at, box stock, primary attack is Bubble Blast, 20 to 30 damage, and if you know, it is spammable, and the bubbles go everywhere. It's awesome. They bounce off walls. They get roughly 4 hops, kind of 5 seconds in like a perfect case scenario. And yes, they can. In fact, one bubble hit the target multiple times, as you saw there. I suppose if you got it in the right area, you could probably rattle off 3, maybe 4 hits. The biggest thing, and this is what made Pop Fizz, Big Bubble Pop Fizz, his supercharged form, start to grow on me. Previously, you know, I was a big fan of Beast Mode. It's kind of unique. It's a lot of fun. The potion lobs were unique, but you had to, you know, spend some time mastering them. With the potions, the lobs would go maybe from here to here, like max range, you know, so he wasn't like, obviously Beast Mode, I mean, if we're fighting the pirate swords here, the ghost swords, you gotta be right here, right? You can't be over here fighting them, you gotta be right up on them. True brawler style with Beast Mode. Potions, you could be maybe over here behind the Sky Diamond and fight. But now, Birthday Bash, he is not a short-ranged fighter anymore, projectile-wise. As you can see from the hops, he's a long-ranged fighter, and this totally, it's a game changer for Pop Fizz in the supercharged form. It makes him truly unique and different from his previous iterations, at least in my opinion. And then of course 20 to 30 there, which is, I feel, decent damage box stock, particularly when you factor in its spammable. That's my what hat did I put on him? So, it's a racer hat or something? I don't know, but just ignore it if you don't like it. But this is Beast Mode, the biggest increase here, or improvement to box stock Beast Mode, or Beast Form as they refer to it. I prefer Beast Mode. Here's a Supercharger though. It's perpetual. We don't time out after 5 seconds. We don't later increase it to 10 seconds. If you want to be in Beast Mode, every time you play as Pop Fizz, press B at the start of the chapter, never switch characters, never press B again, and he will stay in Beast Mode. It's that simple, so it's a perpetual deal. What he has box stock in Beast Mode is kind of a 1-2-3 combo type deal. We're going to have a slash with the right hand, left hand, and then sort of an overhand pounce slash type of a thing. So 1, 2, 3, that's what it looks like. Damage numbers, we're going to throw down 25, 25, 35. Criticals would be 38, 38, and then 53. So, where's the 38s? 25 to 38, right? 25 to 38 7 times, and then 35 to 53. So, yeah, okay, I see what I did. I had thought that it was 38 on the finish there the first time I and then I was thinking, yeah, it seems right later on. And that's because it was simply mistyped. So 25, 25, 35. If we had 3 crits, 38, 38, 53. So that's what we have as our baseline. Now let's go ahead and get started with the upgrades here.
Any place that you go, I can reach and bring you the magical
Keep in mind,
upgrades.
Tin Wing Sapphire's max discount of 20%. Mixture modifiers up first for 400. Press Y to cause a chemical reaction and transform the color and effects of liquid attacks. So we'll go ahead and pick this up. Again, this is pretty complicated, but luckily I've been through it so I can kind of explain it to you. Alright, right now if I turn around, we've got the blue bubbles, right? So we're going to shoot bubbles. And whenever I come in and we press Y, we're going to switch to orange. All I know to call this is like vomit, because I don't know what it is. It's going to do a 25 to 38, which for some reason I had that as 20 to 30. Let me change that. Alright, so the vomit or whatever, I don't know, muck, 25 to 38. Now we press it again and we get green. And what this is basically a little 1-2, you get like an acid puddle. And we shoot that at something. We do 10 to 15. You can rattle off like 9 hits. It's kind of a 6-second runtime, if you will, from when they've both landed. So, you know, kind of surmise that as you will. If we come in here and we switch back to blue, and beast mode, we're going to do 25, 25, 35, same thing we had if we switch to orange, 25, 25, 35, and if we switch to green, you'll probably guess what's going to happen. Same thing, so absolutely no change there. All the mixture modifier impacts is your like 2 attacks, like potion, whatever you want to call it. That's what it goes down to.
Any place that you go, I can reach and bring you the magical upgrades.
So now, with Know Your Bases, all base liquid attacks do more damage. So, we're going to pick that up for 560. Alright, so we'll back out. I'll go ahead and tell you, every beast mode attack, even with mixture modifier and Know Your Bases, I'll go ahead and do it in green for you. Still going to be 25, 25, 35. So 0 changes, 0 increases on beast mode with mixture modifier or with Know Your Bases. It's just as is. So what did change here is we revert back to blue. Previously, with our bubble, we were doing 20 to 30. Now, we're going to come in and we're going to be doing 28 to 42. So it works exactly the same, no change to range, no change to your click rates or anything. Just a jump from 20 to 28 and 30 to 42. Very nice there. Now when we cycle over to the orange, our vomit now, again, same distance, same radius, everything along those lines. But when we actually make contact, we do 30 to 45. So not as big of an increase, but it is what it is, and it is a bump from 25. So 25, 38 has now become 30 to 45. So we'll cycle over now to green and our acid puddles, which we're going 6 seconds and 10 to 15. Now, if we shoot one off, note 14 to 21, roughly still 8 to 9 hits at your maximum 6-second runtime. Alright, so we got that covered.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
At this point in time, your third base upgrade, called Genetic Engineering, this is where you first impact, you know, statistical damage increases to beast mode attacks. The previous 2 base upgrades do nothing for beast mode. This one right here does absolutely nothing for your potion attacks that we've just checked out the previous 2 upgrades. So for 720, we'll get Genetic Engineering. Press Y while in beast mode to perform new attacks depending on the current liquid color. So let's go ahead and buy this. And previously all we've done is melee, and it's been the same damage numbers as box stock. So we'll come in here and we are green, so let's go ahead and switch over to blue. That's our kind of baseline here. So we're going to come in. If you wondered, are we going to run increase? Nope. It's still the same there. That's something you want to note. However, when we press the Y button, we get 2 hops as Bubble Boy, as I call it, which again, more B's there. Bubble Boy, Birthday Bash, Big Bubble Pop. 30 to 45 is the damage number, and again, 2 hops. The good news is, I mean, you can hold B, and it looks like he'll go 3 cycles, or not. But basically, as soon as it ends, you can do it again, but 30 to 45. So, out of beast mode, press Y into the orange. And the way this is going to work is we're going to have this. It's basically a 2-second runtime. You can, kind of slide about pretty easily. But the damage numbers are going from 7 to 11. That's what I just call a 2-second spin vomit in the spreadsheet. So we're back to standard. We're going to press Y. We're in green. We're in beast mode. And now what we're going to do, our breath cloud, as you can see, that's what we pick up. And 20 to 30, you can see on the fiery forge there's what we do. It lasts, again, roughly 2 seconds. If I hold it down, it just expires, nothing happens. If I continuously tap Y, you can sort of fire it off. But each cloud, if you count it, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So it's basically like a 1.5, 2-second runtime. 20 to 30 is our damage. So let's come over here to Persephone. I wish she'd acknowledge us.
Any place that you go, I can reach and bring you the magical upgrades.
That's it. Our final base upgrade is called Side Effects. It costs $9.60. After reverting to normal Pop Fizz mode, gain a temporary defense boost. So I can't really showcase that here. It's probably just an armor type of a deal, or maybe it nullifies a hit or two. But essentially, like if an enemy was going to hit us and do 50, they might hit us and do 25 or 30 or some proportional skill. We'll go ahead and buy it. And the cool thing about it, though, is it seems to run 10 seconds without getting hit. So we'll back out of here. And what's going to happen when we jump in? We'll just go green. Go to beast mode. We're running around doing the same damage as we did lock stock. Right? That doesn't increase until we do Brass of the Beast, sadly. Shoot off the breath cloud. Watch this though. Whenever I go back to normal, we're going to have this like little bluish white aura around us, and it's going to run for 10 seconds. So you can kind of see it there. It's sort of dim in this, but you'll note when it goes away, I'll tell you right then. So see nothing, we'll cycle over to blue. It's the same aura you get with either color. The 3 colors have no impact here. So we go to beast mode, we exit beast mode, and there's our 10-second happy aura. So watch him closely. It's gone. Kind of a nice touch there, but that is that. These are the base upgrades for Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz. And essentially, mixture modifier and know your bases impact your potion attacks. And when I say that, I mean basically what comes out of the tuba. What would have used to have been a lob attack. So tuba attacks are mixture modifier, know your bases. Genetic engineering, that addresses only your beast mode attacks. And then side effects, obviously it's kind of a reward of armor when you pop out of beast mode back to normal. So that's sort of a 2 and 2 there on the base upgrades, but absolutely no change to your melee damage in bubbling beast form, our secondary attack, if you will, from box stock. The 25, 25, 35, still exactly that. So if you use the melee stuff a whole lot, like if you come in here and your main thing with Pop Fizz is you want to be old school like you were in Giants and just wreck people, with the close quarter brawler, you're probably going to want to take Brass of the Beast. If you're kind of like, wow, this whole, shooting acid puddles and that orange stuff and the Bubble Boy bouncing around, I kind of like that. Gonna want to take Alchemic Maestro, and that's what we're gonna do now. I've already taken Brass of the Beast, and now we're going to come in and we'll take Alchemic Maestro. Should be fun, but again, we've got Birthday Bash gonna go down that path just because it's unique to the figure, and I prefer the alt decos aesthetics over standard and Big Bubble Pop Fizz. So that was kind of my logic anyway. So I'll check that out. We'll see how good of a path it is. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts on his base upgrades, which path you took and why. If you prefer Big Bubble or Birthday Bash, again, I've got a poll up on the Skylander Club there. You can cast your vote. I'll have a link down below. SkylanderClub.com is the forum. Sign up. We'd love to have you join us. OneOfWeezem.com is my personal site. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you back for more Skylanders research.